Ladies and gentlemen, I am Brock Beard, and this is your starting lineup as they have qualified for the Showtime Southern 500 at Darlington. On the pole with a new track record of over 180 miles per hour, it is Daytona 500 champion Jamie McMurray from Joplin, Missouri. Starting alongside, looking for his 8th Darlington victory after so many close calls this year, the Wonder Boy, Jeff Gordon. Row 2, with his best start of the season, it's the Red Bulldozer of Brian Vickers, and Huda Man, David Rudaman, and the Old Aaron's Dream Machine. Row 3, the Mark 5 of two-time and defending Southern 500 champion Mark Martin, and the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman, the Phoenix winner. Row 4, outstanding job by Marcus Ambrose, 7th on the grid in a backup car after slapping the wall in happy hour. And Denny Hammer and Hamlin was top 5 in both Friday's practices. In row 5, Brad, the big KESELOWSKI, finished 7th in this race last year, and the Budweiser Ford of Casey Kane. Row 6, the Mayor, Jeff Burton, has a pair of wins here, and dangerous AJ Allmendinger was fastest in the opening practice. Row 7, Slice Bread himself, Joey Logano, was 9th here as a rookie, and the Blue Deuce of Kurt Busch. Row 8 belongs to the Destroyer, JUAN, Pablo Montoya, and the Need for Scott Speed. Row 9, the Biffmeister, Greg Biffle, yet another two-time winner at Darlington, and another of the 5 cars at tonight's field who went to a backup car before qualifying due to a practice crash. The Texas Twister, Michael McDowell, is tops among the Go-Or-Go-Homers. Row 10, fan favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr., and the bright yellow fella, Paul Menard, in a fabulous fluorescent Ford. Row 11, the amazing David Ragan, and the 40 Dominate of 2004 Southern 500 winner Jimmy Johnson. Row 12, 2000 winner Bobby Labonte in Kevin Buckler's number 71, and in his own Chevrolet, the Rushville Rocket Tony Stewart. Row 13 is full of 7s with the Dodge of Sideways Sam Hornish Jr. and the Toyota of owner-driver Robbie Gordon. Row 14 is where you'll find the Warrior from Emporia, 2007 pole sitter Clint Bowyer, and the Buckeye Bullet Dave Blaney. Row 15, the previous track record holder and last year's pole sitter Mighty Matt Kenseth, and welcome back J.J. Yaley, his first Sprint Cup start since Pocono in 2008. Rookie Terry Cook left Dusty Whitney's team earlier in the week. Row 16, David STREMME for Latitude 43, and sleek and swift Regan Smith was all kinds of loose during qualifying. Row 17, the New Jersey Fury, Martin Truex Jr., and David Gilliland returns the front row's number 38 to close the team's 16-point deficit on the top 35. Row 18, point leader Happy Kevin Harvick has to fight his way up from the 35th starting spot tonight, and next to him, Reed Sorensen makes his second straight race despite the spin during his second timed lap. Another small team making its second straight start tonight is Larry Gunselman's number 64. On the inside of row 19, Gunselman's Toyota is driven tonight by the Onion, Todd Bodine, who's making his first Cup start since Martinsville last spring. The Master of Disguise, 2003 pole sitter Elliott Sadler, starts 38th. Row 20, the Wild Thing. Kyle Busch is in a backup car after he slapped the wall hard in qualifying, and Full Throttle Travis Quapple starts alongside. Row 21, it's Silver and Black, and Quacks it is sponsored by Aflac and has to start way in the back. The 99 of Concrete Carl Edwards, and in 42nd is the Ford Tortoise of Kevin Conway. And in row 22, all by himself, Mad Max Pappas bounces back from a DNQ at Richmond to make his second straight Darlington start. 3 cars missed the field this week. Front row Joe Nemechek just missed the field for the first time in 2010. Less than a week after crashing at Richmond, the Lady in Black gobbled up his primary car in happy hour. Facing a similar fate on Friday was Casey Mears for Tommy Baldwin, who was also forced to backup car when his primary bit the dust in his hard crash during the first practice session. Mike Bliss also missed the race in James Finch's Chevrolet, but was not involved in any of the day's accidents. And ladies and gentlemen, there's your field for the Showtime Southern 500 at Darlington. Remember to keep posting your votes here for which driver I should vote into the All-Star race. Voting ends at the conclusion of this race.